Morning. We'll give folks a couple minutes here to join us. Good morning, Shadow Hunter. I'm good. I'm good. Mike, how are you? Good morning, Sergey. Good morning, Sepadia. We'll get started here in a couple minutes, guys. Morning, Alejandro. All right, guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Do have the risk disclosure up just to kind of remind everyone that the information I'm about to provide is to be treated as general information. None of the information provided by the is intended as investment advice and offer to buy, sell, recommend, endorse, or sponsor any security, company, instrument, or fund. We all understand that future trading does contain a fair amount of risk and is not for every investor, and that only risk capital money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security or lifestyle should be used. And only those individuals with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Nothing contained herein is a solicitation to buy, sell futures, options, or forex. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to news here. The financial juice. Okay, so let's see. Filter this down if I can. Second. Okay. So fair amount of news today. We have retail sales reports coming out as we speak. As I speak, I should say. We have industrial production and U.S. capacity utilization coming in at 9:15. We have some housing information coming out at 10 a.m. and then some bonds later this afternoon. So fair amount of news today, to be honest. So we need to keep aware of these times. 10 a.m. Eastern should already be on your checklist of items. Does cause the market to move. It's option expiration. Okay, so that's already should be on your radar there. Okay. So let's go ahead and take a look at the charts. So we're going to go ahead and open up the charts. I'll put this up here. I was kind of taking a look at the crude oil before we started here. So let's open that up. Okay. All right, you guys, hopefully you can see my charts. Yeah, 10 a.m. Eastern. Yeah, 10 a.m. Eastern is option expiration, European option expiration. That has a possible impact on some instruments that we trade. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and open up let's modify this to the gold market. Okay, at this point, we're looking at the December contract. Okay. And okay, we're going to start off with the daily. And we can see that we're developing a bearish engulfing candle, okay, in an otherwise bullish market, okay. So kind of, I'm going to turn off some of my levels here. This will balance as well. And really the only thing I want up is my supply and demand indicator. Now, again, I've gotten this area drawn here because I feel that that would be a good area to participate in a long, okay, in this market. All right, 25.61. I know that we are a little bit away from that market, but not overly. But this would be an area 25.60, some of that area. Why? Because this was a prior area of resistance. And yeah, the expectation is what was resisted becomes supportive. Okay, so 25.60 is an area that I would pay particular attention to. Okay, assuming that it even gets down to that level, given the bullish structure that we're currently witnessing in this market. Okay, so daily chart is bullish. Again, we're kind of at all-time highs here. So there's really no reference points here on the left to really support. Don't know exactly what this level is. Again, remove it. Really not a whole lot of price reference levels that we have here to the left of us to support a potential short. We'll have to use average ranges here to arrive at that. Okay, so let's move on to the 4-hour chart. Okay, for our chart, we have a little bit of a rounding kind of top off of an area of supply that's been identified. This really feels like it wants to head lower. Okay, we have a series of candles, no real serious buying wicks. All the wicks are coming in from the top. So really, the only reference level that I have here is yesterday's settlement price. Okay. Well, actually, this is Friday's settlement price. Okay. So this is really the only kind of logical target area that I have for the current move. Okay. Based on the 4-hour chart. All right. So let's go ahead and move on to the 30-minute chart. Again, we have this developing candle here. We've been kind of in range in overnight trading. Okay. And looks like we're making an attempt here to go lower. Question is this going to be one of those moves where, they bait some sellers here and only to reverse the market? So we have to be a little bit wary of that. We are on the 30-minute chart coming into an area of demand. 2600 is one of these areas that I would say is not only psychological, but a relatively important level. We are reacting on the 30-minute chart a bit away from this demand zone that you can see here on the left-hand side. So it'll be interesting if we can develop, kind of a 3-bar. It's also at 80-hour low. Okay. Yeah, we're also at 80-hour low, right? So it'll be interesting for me if we do develop a little bit of a 3 bar. You see how we have this kind of 3 bar reversal pattern? Okay. 3 bar reversal pattern leads to upside. 3 bar reversal leads to upside. So if we are able to establish a 3 bar reversal pattern, this could, provide us a nice opportunity that could take us back to settlement price. Okay. So we are at ADR low now. Okay. So again, we're gonna be patient. We're gonna wait for the initial balance range to establish. I'm going to go ahead and modify this. It's kind of looking at some things in London here. Okay. So I'm going to go and change this to the daytime session and modify this. So I guess about average range, I guess, currently developed in the market right now. Going to be interesting to see how this initial balance range establishes. So we have the high at a logical location, right? And now we have the low also in a logical location. All right. Now the question is, what is the market going to be able to accomplish here, or what is the market trying to accomplish? Right now, it's at a logical reference level to support a long. The question is, are we going to get the price action necessary for that to happen? Okay. Let's go ahead or actually price structure is probably a better word. Price structure to support that a reversal. Okay. Otherwise, if we do break this level, then the next logical level is 25.85. Okay, you can see how the supply zones or demand zones are being adjusted as I take in more of a holistic view here, right? So we have 25.90 as a logical, I would say, relatively strong level of demand here. Okay. So we'll have to see how this plays out. I'm going to go ahead and locate my levels here and make them available, and we'll double confirm them. So we'll go add them to the charts. Okay, here we are. So we're going to go ahead and add the levels here. Okay, so we have ADR high coming in at 26.2550. That's in line. We have ADR low, which we're getting a little bit of reaction away from 25.95 ish. Let's see what that is. Yeah, 25. Let's call it 25.94.8. Okay, average daily range low 4.8. Okay. All right, and this is, let's see. We'll take a look at average session range here in a second. We'll go ahead and open that up. Where is my session range? Boom, boom, boom. ASR, not here. Be interesting. That's super odd. Okay. All right. Here's our average session range. Okay. We have 2601.04. Okay. Slightly higher. 2601.40. Okay. And then we have 2620.2 as our top end of the range. Okay. We're just going to go ahead and double confirm some of these levels in addition to, so we're going to head and open up our fixed range volume profile. We're going to locate the 830 bar and then move that all the way across to the 430 bar. Okay, so here is our value range. Okay, so value area high coming in at 2611. Value area low at 2606. Point of control at 2608, settlement at 2608.9. Okay, so everything seems to be in order here. Okay, so the question is, we're currently reacting away from um, uh, ADR low and also a supply area. I mean, a demand area, I should say. So the question is, are we gonna hold above this ASR low? Are we gonna hold above this ADR low? Then we have a chance of a rally. Okay, but I would have to. I would need price really to get above 2607, 2608 to really embrace the shorts here. Okay, I do need. Do you check the supply and demand indicator in a 30-minute chart, all time frame charts? Yes. I like to understand where the supply and demand zones are in every time frame. Okay, all time frames. It's always good to understand. Now I understand that the supply and demand zones for the higher time frame carry a bit more weight. Okay, a lot more difficult for price to get through a higher time frame, say like a 4-hour supply or 4-hour demand. Those areas are far more difficult to get through. All right. But yes, I do like to understand where my buyers are, where my sellers are. Okay. So right now we're in an area where we could expect buyers based on what we see on the left hand side, and then up here, up on the top, is an area where we could expect to see some sellers, okay, as early as 2613. So right now, I would say, given where we are with respect to value, that we should be looking potentially for opportunities to the short side. But the matter is that we have come into an area of demand, right? That could result in an opportunity that will lead price back to the upside. Okay. So we're going to have to be a little bit patient here and wait to see what this initial balance range does. If it does hold, then I would say that we are looking at maybe an opportunity to the upside. Me personally would like to see a break of initial balance high and a break of 2607, really to embrace the longs. Okay. Otherwise, I feel like we're still somewhat in control of the bears at the moment. I don't know why I don't have my VWAP indicator here either. This must have been doing some cleanup to my charts. So let me go ahead and add that back. Okay. So we're also below our VWAP. I'm going to go ahead and draw an anchored VWAP here at the high of the session. Actually, high of day is probably better. This is Monday. This is Tuesday. Well, this is still technically Monday, but this is where I'm going to draw my anchor VWAP. Okay. So I have my anchor VWAP. I have my levels. Now it's just a matter of waiting for the market to do what it wants to do. We've gotten a fair amount of buying here at this demand zone. Okay. If it does hold if it does hold this way, again, this could offer us a potential opportunity to the upside. But again, for me, I'd like to see some sort of 3-bar reversal pattern, maybe a bullish engulfing candle here to follow with a break of initial balance to the upside. So I really need something along these kind of lines. Okay. I really need another candle that ideally would engulf, okay, and break above. That's kind of what I'm looking for. Not really interested in this area at the moment. I'm looking for something along these kind of lines to really give me the conviction. Ideally, I'd like to get a candle that, closes above all of this. Okay, that would open up the area for further upside move. Okay. Otherwise, I feel like I'm still kind of at the mercy of the sellers here. Okay. Right now, we're still technically above and I say below daily VWAP and anchor VWAP. Right. So we still have the possibility of something like this happening. Okay. not necessarily a green candle, but a red one. Okay, so that's kind of what I'm looking at right now. And so with the gold market, I would say that we have to remain patient. Had had a flyer kind of trade down here, would have been a reasonable level. Like I said, it's reacting off of this area here. Could provide us some further upside, but we'll have to wait and see. Okay. All right. Not seeing any questions, so I'm going to go ahead and move on to the crude oil market. Okay, we're going to go ahead and just modify this chart here to CL. Okay, and take a look at what the market is trying to accomplish. So we'll take a look at the daily chart. Okay, and put this away here for a minute. Okay, so what is the market trying to accomplish? Well, of late, it's tried to rally here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and close down this ADR and ASR. Okay, we have the daily VWAP above us. Okay, so right now we're still very much in control of the. See if I can find my EMA here. Okay, my 233-day EMA. Notice how nicely it offers us opportunities. Okay, reversal opportunities. This is the gold line is my 233-day EMA. See how it offered us some nice reversal opportunities to the downside. Okay, so right now I would say that we're still. Oh, probably should move this over to X at this point. My bad. Okay, let me remove this drawings. Okay, so similar view. Okay, maybe slightly different prices since we're in a new contract. Okay, but structure it remains the same. Okay, at this point, I'm kind of a little bit inclined to I don't know, draw something along these kind of lines, right? Something like this. Okay. If we want to be just looking at this swing on its own, then you would say that we've gotten some structure here to the upside. Okay. Or we've broken some structure to the upside. Okay. But we're still very much in control of it's still, we're still in a down move here. Okay. I'm just going to draw another one here. It might be a little bit more accurate here. Okay. This doesn't seem to offer me much. Okay. This right here, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I use 233 EMA on all markets. Okay, it's a reference level that supports my trades and offers me reversal opportunities. So right now we're below it. So I would say that the market sentiment is bearish. Okay, moving on to the 4-hour chart. I'm gonna go ahead and remove these drawings. Okay, I'm gonna turn off initial balance. I don't need that at the moment. Okay, and I'm going to be taking a look at where my supply and demand zones. Okay. Hey, Marcelo. So here we are. We are up against some supply areas. Okay. You can see here that we've reacted away from a supply zone. I'm using this supply demand divisible range. I'm actually kind of liking it because it adjusts as I give more information about the market. Okay, so we have still, I would say that we're still in bullish price structure. Okay, this is kind of bullish price structure. So as long as we maintain this bullish, as long as we maintain this channel, and as long as it respects this bottom line that I have in the channel, then I would say that there is still more upside move in this market. Now, I do want it to get above, and on the 4-hour chart, we are above the daily VWAP. I'm going to go ahead and draw my anchored VWAP here on the bottom. Okay. Tuesday. Okay, this is Tuesday. Okay, so that might be another kind of VWAP that I draw here, and that's above that as well. Okay. All right, looking at the 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. We are inside this channel. We're kind of zooming in on these candles here. Okay. We made an attempt to go higher and that was rejected. But that doesn't mean that the market has given up on that idea. I'm going to go ahead and remove the channel for now. I kind of get it. I see it's more in the way than actually offering me any insight, so I'm going to remove it. Okay, so the first thing that I'm going to take a look at is our not anchor, but our volume profile. So we're going to go back to the 9 a.m. bar on Monday, drag that across to the 4:30 bar. Okay, and we're going to kind of expand that out here a little bit. Okay, so right now we're inside value. The fact that we're inside value is indicating to us that probably we're going to be in some sort of range price action potentially. We'll need to wait for some more information to indicate whether the market can get into any sort of trend. Here's the 233-day EMA surfacing again. Notice it provide a nice reversal, okay, off on the market here, right? So we got one, we got another here, right? 68.50 in the middle of the London session. This also, again, in the middle of the London session, offered a very nice reversal opportunity in the market. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead. Initial balance is not quite, the market has not quite opened yet. So let's go ahead and add our levels to this chart here. Okay. Let's go ahead and add those levels here. Here are our levels. All right. We're going to go ahead and open up ADR here to the top side. Okay. So well above. Okay. ASR is, we're going to go ahead and open, but this is, make sure this is New York. And it is. Okay. So this might adjust a little bit with the open of the CL session here in a minute. Okay, so we got a little bit of a reversal off of this level here. Not quite, didn't quite reach, but it offered us an opportunity potentially if we were monitoring this at the start of London. Okay, offered us a nice sell opportunity to the downside. Okay, let's see. Let's double check some of our levels here, guys. So we're going to go ahead and this might actually have changed on me because I think I was looking at this using different contract, but we'll double confirm here. All right, so we're going to go ahead and 69.35. Yeah, is our value area high? Yeah. So some of these levels are going to be different. Okay. So these numbers are coming in from probably the V contract. So I'm going to keep these levels off to the side here, guys, and I'm going to create some new ones, okay, because I think these are probably generated off the V contract. So I'm going to go ahead and create another window here and use this as kind of a starting point, okay, but realize that this is going to, this is different. It's going to be different based on what contract you use here, okay? So value area high coming in at 69.35. So we'll go ahead and modify that. 69.35, 69.35. Okay. We have value area low coming in at 68.84. So I'll modify that by just this number here, 68.84. We have point of control coming in at 69.12. 69.12 is our point of control. 69.12 point of control. Settlement is 69.02. 69.02. Okay. Let's see. Yeah, settlement. We got very high. We're going to go ahead and open up ADR here. That's 70.52. So that's 70.52. Okay, we got our new ranges. We got 70.10 on the average session range, 70.10. Okay, and then 68.25 as our Average session range low, 68.25. Average daily range low coming in at 68.19. 68.19. Okay. So yeah, I think that's kind of let's take a quick peek at our 4-hour supply zones. Update that here. So we'll go ahead and just hear this a little bit. I'm going to move this off. So this is, I suspect this is kind of the V contract. This is the X contract. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at our supply zones here. I'm going to adjust this here a little bit. Turn some of these things off. Okay, so we have a supply coming in at 68.71. Okay, that's a 4-hour supply at 68.71. Okay, just modify this. 68.71. 68.71. And then we have an area of demand here, 65.18. Okay. 65.18. Okay. All right. So these are our levels for the X contract. All right. Okay. So yeah, this is X, this is V, X and V. X is below. Okay. All right. Let's go back to our 30-minute chart. Okay. And then talk a bit about, I didn't lose my levels here. Hopefully it's probably off to the right here somewhere. Okay, let's do this. Let's move this closer. All right, a little better. Okay. Okay, again, this is our V contract. This is our X contract. Right now, looks like price open inside value. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and open up initial balance here. Open inside value. We have a relatively tight range, right on top of settlement price. Okay, it looks like we're creating a little bit of again, I guess it's coming off an area 69.19. Okay, if we do get a break and close below the current initial balance, I seem to feel like there might be an opportunity here for a short down to maybe down to 68.25, which is our ASR to the downside. Okay, that's kind of what I'm seeing right now. If we do manage to get above, let's say 69.37 or 69.26, then maybe that'll change here. Okay, because again, we have wicks on both ends. Okay, we have wicks, buying wicks, and we have selling wicks. So which one? Right now, we're kind of in this middle of the middles, not an area that I'm particularly interested in an execution. But right now, given what I'm seeing, it feels like it wants to potentially head lower. Okay, but we'll have to wait to see in what direction does this initial balance range break. Okay, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so let's see, anything else. Yeah, right now we're in value, right? So no real direction either way, right? So we'll just have to wait to see what the initial balance what the initial balance range provides us. We got a little bit of indecision. We got wicks on both ends. So when we have wicks on both ends, rather than being aggressive and participating in something like this, we let the market participants decide in which direction they want to take the market. So the last thing I'm going to draw here before we move on to the equity markets is an anchored VWAP. I'm going to go ahead and draw my anchor VWAP on above here. Right now, looks like we're testing above it. Okay, so that could lead to, we are above our 233-day EMA. We're above anchor VWAP and our daily VWAP. So maybe we are positioning ourselves for a move higher. I'm not sure. We'll have to wait to see in which direction does this market candle close. Okay, does it remain above anchor VWAP and daily VWAP? with a break of initial balance, then yeah, then for me, I need some more evidence. Right now, it's not clear. It's a little bit of an area of indecision. I'm not really keen on participating at point of control. I'd rather participate at value area high or value area low. Those are where I'd like to have my executions at a different location. All right. I think that's pretty much what I have for the crude oil market. I'm not seeing. So before I get into the equities, guys, if so, I'm seeing 20 participants, but only 12 likes. I encourage people, if this is does indeed support your analysis of the markets, to not be shy about hitting the like button. Also, I encourage people to make a comment or two in the various social media locations that this particular video is going to be made available. All right. So yeah, just kind of my plug into getting some support here. Thanks to those who have supported me to date. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the daily chart on the Nasdaq, and we need to ask ourselves a question: what has the market tried to accomplish here of late? Okay. Okay, well, the market has tried of late has tried to move higher. Okay, we're starting to see a series of candles that leads us to believe that maybe there is some more upside opportunities in this market. Now, right now, as we get more evidence here, we see that we're coming into a supply area. Okay, an area where we could expect to see some sellers. All right. Now, if we do manage to get above, let's say 20,000, and specifically 20,210, then that opens up this area here. Okay, it brings up another supply area at 20,005. You see how, as I move across, as I get more evidence that my supply and demand areas kind of adjust with this. Okay, so that's kind of what's kind of neat about this this indicator here. Okay, all right. Let's go ahead and move on to the 4-hour chart. We see that we're getting a series of bullish candles. We have a candle that's on the precipice of breaching and potentially closing in the next 50 minutes above this area. If we do get that, higher highs, higher lows. Well, if we get a higher high, then the market is telling us that the market wants to head higher. We obviously understand that we're coming into an area of supply. Okay, so we have evidence here that we've had sellers here in the past. Okay, so the sellers could very easily step back into this market. Now, if we do break above, again, back to this number we were talking about before, 19,924, okay, and maybe as high as 20,000, then maybe we start to change our tune here even further, right? That we are indeed headed higher, okay? But we are coming into an area where we could expect some sellers, all right? 30-minute chart. 30-minute chart. We're going to go ahead and take a look here at the market a little bit closer. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and move in, and let's see. We're going to do a fixed range volume profile here, and we're going to start with the 930 bar, kind of drag that across to the 430 bar. So you can see based on value, our price is above it. So bulls are very much in control of this market. Okay, so let's go ahead and add our levels here. So let's move that in and adjust, and we'll add our levels. Okay, so here we are. Here are our levels. Okay, we're going to go ahead and open up ADR. Looks like we're coming close to it. And then we're going to go ahead and open up ASR, but understand that this ASR is, what is it based off of? New York. Okay. So ASR, we have, a couple areas here where that could be an area kind of around the same areas that we identified from a supply side, right? These areas could be resistant. Okay. So let's double confirm them. We got 19,683 as our value area high. We got 19,598 as our value area low. We got point of control coming in at 19,659. Okay, I got slightly higher here. I think it's within tolerance, yes. And then we have settlement at 19,665. So everything seems to be in order here. All right, so our levels are intact. So we don't have an initial balance range because the market hasn't officially opened yet. Okay, but right now I would say that kind of an area that I would be interested in participating. We're a little bit late to the game here. Would have been this 19,786. That's the top end of this resistance now becoming support. Okay, to support a long in the Nasdaq. All right, we do have some areas above us that could be resistant and could cause the market to reverse at these locations. Okay, that's kind of what I'm seeing in the market right now. It feels like the market is a bit extended to the upside. I'm going to go ahead and open up my volume, my VWAP. You can see that VWAP is solid. We're going to go ahead and open up our anchor VWAP. I'm going to pick a pivot down below here on Monday. And that's if I want to get a little closer to the market, I might end up doing an anchor VWAP maybe at the start of the HS session here. So let's locate the tool here. Right, maybe this offers me something a little bit closer, but that's pretty much offer me what the daily chart is offering. So this one doesn't really offer me much more insight. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove it. Okay. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm looking. That's kind of what we're looking at in the Nasdaq. Okay. Again, right now we're bullish, but again coming into an area of supply, so that could offer us maybe an opportunity for maybe a short trade back down to settlement or back down to value area high. That does not seem something that's completely out of question here, given how many folks are long in this market. Okay, we have quite a fair number of people who are long in London at the moment. Okay, so we have some areas that we are rapidly approaching that could offer us a reference level to support a reversal trade down. Okay, all right. Let's move on to the ES. Okay, let's take a look at it. Let's look at markets from ES. They're really not that far away right now, right? We have let's see, average session range and average daily range. Oh, this is a little off. You're right. Let's see, 498. 498 is our average. So yeah, 498.25. Okay, so no, you're right, Sonny. This is 498.25. So yeah, they're a bit tighter. Okay. And we have, let's see, average session range high, average session range low. We got this is 843. Got 843 here above. Oops. Okay, 843. $843.50. Okay. All right. So yeah, I think this is more in line. Probably need to copy this and update my spreadsheet. Okay. Let's see, we're gonna indicate that that's updated. We're going to indicate that 498 is also updated. So just going to modify my spreadsheet a little bit, guys. Bear with me. Okay. And swap places here. And this is going to go up. Oops, that's not what I want to do. We're going to do this. There, and then here. Okay, that looks better. Okay, all right. Thanks for catching that, Sunny. All right, let's go ahead. Okay, here. All right, so that's kind of like that's kind of what we're looking at here, going into the market on the Nasdaq. So let's go ahead and move on to the ES. Okay, we have about 14 minutes before the market opens here. So ES here. So we've ES has reached. Looks like has reached ASR here. We're just going to quickly take a peek at the daily and the 4-hour, but I suspect this looks a bit stronger, I would say, than the Nasdaq at this point. You're welcome, Frizu. This looks a bit stronger to me than what we were watching on the Nasdaq. Okay, so a little bit more a series of candles here. We're about to potentially break an area of supply here. So 4-hour chart is also developing and broken an area of structure here to the upside, kind of exceeding the supply zone. So yeah, very much bullish. All right. 30-minute chart. Again, we are already above some of these supply areas that I've drawn here. See if this adjusts. It doesn't adjust. Okay. All right, we're going to turn this off here for a moment, and then we're going to do our value analysis, or volume analysis, I should say. So we're going to open up our fixed range volume profile, and then we'll add our levels. So here we are, fixed range volume profile. So here we are, we're above value. Okay, should not be surprised there. We're going to go ahead and, oops, that's not what I wanted to do. We're going to go ahead and open up our levels here. Okay, so we're going to add our levels to the charts here. Okay. Okay, here are our levels at our charts. Okay. Now we'll go ahead and double check. We'll have 5701 is our, ooh, this was way off. 5701. This is right. Uh-huh. Yeah. Okay. Well, looks like we have some edits that we need to make here. So 5701 is our value area high. So this is going to change this to 5701. 5701. Okay. Value area high. We got point of control here at 5696. Point of control at 5696. Change that to 96. Okay. And we have 5699 as our settlement, 99.25. Okay. Let's see what else. We got value area low coming in at 5682. So we'll change this to 5682. I don't know how it's really off. 5682.75. Okay, that's good. Average session and daily ranges. We'll open that up. So we have ADR high at 57.35. So this is 57.35. 57.35. Okay, is our average daily range high. Was that 50? Okay, and then we have our average daily range low, well below here at 56.53. So this is 56, 56, 56, 53. Okay. Click OK there. And then we're going to go ahead and open up our ASR ranges. We're already at This might adjust here with the open of the market here, guys. So we'll go 57.24 for now. Okay, 57.24, 57.24, 25. Okay. And then our average session range low is 57, 56, 53, which is almost the same, if not the same. Okay. So this is, but this, like I said, when the market open, this might change. Okay. So we got the market opening up here in about 9 minutes. So this average session range low could change on us. Okay. So here we are up against ASR. This could offer us an opportunity if we do get maybe a break of price below 57.13. Okay, then I would say that we have a fair opportunity here for price to head lower, maybe back down to settlement. Okay, settlement is often magnetic, right? So that's maybe one hypo that I would maybe share. I'm not really super keen on supporting along at these levels. I'm probably more inclined to see if I can, these areas here seem to be areas where I'd like to, reverse. I have to be cognizant of the fact that, we are above, a lot of things that I care about. So, so I'm going to go ahead and draw my anchored VWAP down at this level here. That's well below the market. Okay. But I feel like at some point we need to come back to retest 5,700. I don't think we're going to spend the whole day and not come and revisit the settlement price. So I would say that this settlement price would be a nice area for a long 5,700. Should price come back down. Okay. So yeah, those are a couple of hypos until the initial balance range opens up. That's kind of what I'm looking at here. Okay, we'll close this session off with a review of the Dow. The Dow, at least yesterday, seemed to be some of the stronger markets. Okay, so let's take a look at the daily, and sure enough, we're breaking. We're a much more further along on this break to new highs in the Dow than we are in some of these other markets. Okay. So looks like the Dow is somewhat, in some cases, leading the way to the upside. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and remove that. My EMA is there. So we're, again, showing signs that we are indeed looking for more upside movement in this market. For our chart is also equally as bullish. Okay, we've kind of cleared some of these levels that we had here on the left-hand side. Okay, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows, higher highs. Now we're making a new high. 30-minute chart. Okay, 30-minute chart. We're up against some ASR levels. This could actually change here in a bit. We'll go ahead, open up ADR. ADR is slightly higher here, so I'm going to go ahead and open up my fixed range volume profile here and locate the 930 bar for Monday, drag that to the 430 bar. Here we are. So we're above value, much like all the other equity markets. I would say that we're a little bit closer to an area that we could maybe lean on a little bit. Not super keen in taking an execution right up against ASR high, though. That's not an area that I would like to take along. If anything, this would be an area where maybe I would consider a short, but I don't have the price structure to support that at the moment, right? I need another maybe bar that's more bearish, right? So we got this bar, we got a somewhat inside bar. Now I need a bearish engulfing bar to really give me the a feeling that this has a possibility of headed lower. Okay. All right. So let's start capturing some of these levels. So we have here 42 313. That's our average. I'm just going to say ADR, guys. Average say 42 210. That is ASR. Okay. High. Okay. These are both highs. Okay. We have, let's see what we have here. 42091 as our value area high. We have settlement coming in at 42057 settlement. Okay, we have point of control, or actually, yeah, point of control here at 42048. 42048 is our POC. And then our value area low is coming in at 41952. 41952 is our value area low. And then we have our ADR low coming in at 41771 is our ADR low. And then finally, our ASR low is at 41732 ASR low. Okay, so similar story that we were talking about with respect to the other equity markets. We're up against, we are relatively bullish. Okay, we are up at levels that could provide us maybe a potential opportunity to the short side, but I'm not just going to blindly take opportunities here to the short side. I want to see some candle structure, some price structure to indicate that indeed that is in the cards. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and do my anchored VWAP here. I think I'm going to pick this low over here, low of London. Okay. So I'd like to see price get below VWAP. Okay. Before I would entertain a short. Okay. When I say below, not just wick below, I want an actual physical candle closing. Okay. Closing below right here. Okay. I need to see a candle close below in order for me to really entertain a short in this market. Okay. Otherwise, I have to err on the side of more upside, even though I'm at an area where I could expect a reversal. Doesn't mean I have to take a trade here. I can't take a short unless I see price action or I see some price structure that supports it. Okay. All right. I think that's pretty much what I'm looking for. If I'm long the market, well, I need to pick a better reference level. Certainly the VWAP it could serve as that. Value area high 42,091 would be a nice area to support a long. Maybe even settlement price 42,055. Okay. So that's kind of what I'm looking at in the Dow. We're about a minute away from the open of the market. We'll close with that, guys. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and peek here and see if there's any questions in the chat. I don't see it. I see that our likes have exceeded participants, which that's great. So yeah, I think that's pretty much it for me, guys. So we'll just have to be patient here with the equity markets. We need to wait for this initial balance range to establish. Gold will probably have our range established here in another 30 seconds or so. So as always, be patient, wait for your levels, wait for your confirmation, and then don't be afraid to execute. Okay. All right, guys. So trade well, trade safe, trade like a pro, be a market trader. All right, guys. So that's it for me. I'll see some of you. Now we got our new levels been established here. So we have some new highs and new lows. Now we're working off of ASR ranges from yesterday, but reactive nonetheless. Okay. All right, guys. Have a good day trading. I'll catch you either in group coaching or in the Coach Ray channel. All right. So until then, trade well, trade safe, trade like a market pro. All right, guys. Have a good day trading. Talk to you soon.